7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in. This is your Friday Night Live podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke, don't worry about Pepsi. I had to go see a man about a music.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose. Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt. Better say it with your chest. Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday.
What it do?
Hey,
What's going on, Mr. Hurst? TCC in the house after a bye week. I'm sure y'all already. No, y'all didn't have a bye week last week. Y'all beat the north side to sleep. Never mind. What's going on, Marquise? How you doing? Thompson had a bye week. How about them Georgia Bulldogs? How about them? Y'all welcome, welcome, welcome. How was everyone's weekend?
Pretty good, I must say.
not long enough.
Now I agree with that. I agree with that. I can't complain. I had a pretty good weekend too. Let's see. Y'all come on in and say, hey, what's going on? Jeremy says, hey, Auntie, I have to ask if Apple wins the region, will that put us in the top 10? Possibly. Keep grinding. And welcome to the podcast.
Keep hope alive.
Yeah, y'all gotta. When do y'all play? Who do y'all play this week, Jeremy? Y'all play Cook, and I think y'all play Pierce. Or are y'all off? You got. We'll put it like this: you got two big games. And depending how it works out, we'll see. What's going on, Mr. Watkins? Welcome to the podcast. Big game: Doherty versus Westover Friday night. That is a big game, and I hope you had a good time at Albany State's homecoming this past weekend. Marquis said he was good until last night. Them doggone Falcons. Okay, y'all have Cook County on Friday. We'll see how it plays out, Jeremy. We shall see. Might have to give you a look. I can't promise, but you know, we'll look at you. Again, and I just want to say, and I'll say it later on, as well. We apologize for not being able to come on Friday night. We had, our producers had other obligations, and as such, we weren't able to do the podcast. But we are here today. Congratulations.
Today.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, Mr. Watkins. Y'all did beat Tuskegee 7-3. I was shocked at the score because I've seen Tuskegee play. I would not have thought that, but congratulations. And I saw like the last play, I think y'all got an interception to ice them out and in the fourth quarter. So congratulations to the Golden Rams on their homecoming win. What's going on, Chris Pace? Coffee County is in the building. Mr. Benjamin, how are you, sir? Happy Monday, fam. Hope all is well and everyone had a great weekend. Southwest Cavs ready to get back into action and finish up with a strong run into the playoffs. Peace and blessings. And we wish the best for Southwest DeKalb. What's Southwest DeKalb's mascot? What? What's the mascot? I can't think of it. They're not Patriots, are they?
Panthers.
Okay. Best of luck to the Southwest DeKalb Panthers. My apologies, sir. What's going on? Obadiah TCC checking in. Welcome. Shan, how you doing, sis? Glad you checked in. I see your team is playing tonight. Who are they playing, Shan? Okay.
Detroit, and I hope Detroit skin them.
What's going on, Mr. Ferguson? Welcome to the podcast, sir. He said Lincoln County is checking in. I see you, Red Devils. What's going on, Danny? Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast. Mr. Shields, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad y'all came. Y'all came in again. Apologies for not being able to come on Friday night, but we're here and we're going to do a recap of Friday. And of course, we're going to discuss the polls as well. Marquis said, yeah, Thompson had a bye last week. Y'all got Josie this Friday night. So y'all got a bye 2 weeks in a row. I'm just playing. I was actually in Augusta this weekend, Marquise, and I actually passed. I was at Lucy Laney's stadium, and I didn't realize that how close Josie was to Lucy Lane. It wasn't that far at all. So yeah, shout out to Augusta. And I met two young gentlemen. I know they're not listening. I meant to get their names, but they were busy working. Met two Lucy Lane football players. So shout out to you, young men. If you should be happening to listen and you came to the game on Saturday and you had to bring some chairs up to the press box, that was me you talked to. So shout out, young men. What's going on, Mr. Robert? How are you? What's going on, home team? How you doing, Alvin? Welcome to the podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Obadiah said, just tell the Wiz don't interfere with his WWE Monday Night Raw. Okay. We gonna make sure we let him know. I think he's in the basement eating or something. Oh, what's going on, Paris? How you doing? We've got Zoe here. What's going on, twin? Big Chris is in the building after an impressive win over the former number 2 team in the state, Pierce County, and you got the win on the road. So congratulations to the Chris County Cougars. If what was said was true, they said number 12 beat Pierce County all by himself. And that would not surprise me at all. Especially if you kicked to him, he ran it back and he decided to kick to him again. That's your own doggone fault. What's going on, Mr. Reese? Welcome to the podcast, sir. He says Roswell played a great game against Lanier, beating them 57-0. I know that is a game we should have won, but I did not expect us to keep them scoreless. Remember, Lanier could be a region champ if they were in Brunswick or Jackson County's region. Okay, well, congratulations, Roswell. Paris says, I have a question. Jasper is undefeated. No, they should have been ranked as well. We don't just look at the record, Paris. We also look at who they played. And if the people that are already in the rankings have not done anything to warrant leaving the rankings, then we can't just automatically put them in and put somebody out that is won. So the way that this works is if somebody should lose, then we'll give Jasper County a look. And please understand that rankings are just that, rankings. And we are in a pure playoff system. So honestly, rankings don't really matter that much. Oh, Zoe said that wasn't true. So it was a team effort. Okay. What's going on, TA? Welcome to the podcast, sir. Marquis said his daughter was at the Good Trouble Classic in Augusta, Georgia. She told me she thought she saw her, but her shy self wasn't going to say anything to you. Oh, she could have spoken to me. Josie and Laney are actual rivals. Majority of Laney alumni are married to Josie alumni. I guess so. They live so close together. My mother and father-in-law are a prime example of that. She went to Laney and he went to Josie. Okay. Yeah, I understood what you said, Marquise. I really do wish you would have come up and said something to me. Yeah, Northside should be ashamed. Sis, that was diabolical. What's going on, Dro? How you doing?
Not much. What's going on?
Nothing much. Just
Hey, Drew.
What's happening? Y'all doing all right?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
we're doing all right. We're just about to talk about Friday night, kind of do a recap. What games shocked us, what stood out. Of course, the game that really surprised me, and I'm sure surprised all of you all, was Pierce County losing in Blackshear, Georgia.
All right. Before we get started, make sure I speak to the fans, to our listeners, our viewers. How y'all doing out there?
Okay. Let's see. I'm sorry, I got a I'm sorry, I got a text message. That's all. Um, let's see. Drew says his picks for Region 1-3A Peach, Cairo West over in Dorton. Okay. That's that's plausible. We'll see. The playoff picture will get a little more clear on Friday. Peach goes down to Cairo. And I guess that's for the region championship. So we'll see. What's going on? They got senior night in Crawford County. Shout out all the seniors. What's going on, J-Bo? Marquis said, did the region champions Perry win? No, they did not, but they played them closer than I thought that they would. I'll say that much. Mr. Evans, welcome to the podcast. He says Worth became region champs this week. I picked Worth and Thomasville at the Benz this year, but Worth will win the state. Okay, that's not a bad prediction, sir.
Worth won the region when they beat us.
Mm-hmm.
There was nobody else that could beat them or compete with them.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Who else is in your region? It's two not in your region, is it?
It's Worth, Thomasville, Jeff Davis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bacon County. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I understand.
Uh-huh.
No, they don't. Oh, yeah, they do have to. Okay, what's going on, Michael Ward? Welcome to the podcast. Good evening, Jordan BJ. Glad you're doing well. No, Benedictine will probably win the region because they've already beat Ware, Paris. Oh, okay. What's going on, Mr. Garrett? How you doing? Welcome to the podcast. Region 3A and Division 1. Willie T. Thomas says tunes will repeat. Welcome to the podcast, sir. What was I saying? Oh, Pierce County losing at home to Crisp County was a surprise to me. I didn't anticipate. I didn't anticipate. I did not anticipate that. So that was a really good win for Crisp County. Crisp County is not a bad team. But still, I would not have expected Pierce County to lose that game. So now, Appling beats Pierce. Chris beats Pierce. Cook's got something to say. We'll see how Cook and Appling do this week. And then Pierce plays Appling. So say Appling beats I just don't know how that's gonna work out. Let's see. What's going on, Mr. Reed? He says Roswell versus Gainesville this Friday. That's going to be an excellent game, I do believe. Bush Johnson, welcome to the podcast, sir. He says don't count Toombs out. Yeah, I certainly don't count Toombs out. They're a well-coached team. Adam Estes, welcome to the podcast. He said, do you all think TCC could beat Buford if they played?
Nope.
What anybody else say? I think.
You think what?
I'm going back to. I seen both of them in person, so I'm going back. Yeah, Buford was hitting hard, baby.
TCC beating Buford.
I mean, I think they could be competitive.
They can be competitive, but being Buford, I mean, I just got 2 words for you.
Inwood.
Inwood.
I've seen both of them. I think they could be competitive and they could possibly put it off, but I would say Buford would win. But welcome to the podcast. Let's see. Doherty got revenge on Bainbridge next week. Oh, yeah. Be careful and watch your knees. What's going on, Mr.
I
Wynn?
heard they were playing dirty.
Just a little bit. They were a little frustrated. Just a little. Stephen Wynn says next 2 Fridays are big in 5A. Gainesville, Roswell, and Milton, TCC, Hoco, and Lee County. Yep. That's going to be good. What's going on, Eddie Gary? He said TCC would beat Buford easily.
Chill out, EG.
You know, EG, he's not a fan of Buford too. Let's see. Michael Ward says it's an interesting matchup. I think Buford probably has more college recruits on their team. That depth of talent could be the difference in the game. Exactly. It could be, Mr. Ward. I agree.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm just sorry to interrupt you, but don't get me wrong. Buford is not finna just run Thomas County Central off the field. That's not gonna happen. But Buford probably a 7 to 13 point favorite over Thomas County Central right now.
Yeah, and Thomas County Central does have a lot of talent at
yes.
You know, their depth is pretty good, but again, I think Thomas County wins. I mean, I don't think Thomas County wins, but it ain't gonna be no blowout. Welcome to the podcast, other twin. Your brother was here earlier. He said any team playing Chris better watch out. Who do y'all have coming up Friday? I know Applin plays Cook, so y'all must play. Y'all already played Tatnall, so are y'all out this week? Who do you guys play? Obadiah said pipe down and leave us alone. They trying to win 5A. They ain't worried about playing 6A Buford. Okay. What's going on? Okay. What's going on, Daniel James? Stockbridge is in the house. Morris says all this look ahead. Someone is going to lose this week. Agreed. Obadiah says maybe somebody should turn their phones down when someone is typing. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you're talking to me, but my phone is here. So if you hear it, you hear it. If you don't, you don't. But I don't know if you're talking to me or not. Jeremy says Chris really ain't a bad team, Auntie. I watched them in person with Pierce. They just make a lot of mistakes and they're young. Oh, Jeremy, I've seen them in person. They're not a bad team. Okay, so Chris County is off. So they gotta play their next game. Their last game of the season is Cook. So those are 2 games that are have playoff implications for that particular region. You got Pierce and Applin playing, and then you got Cook and Chris playing. So that's gonna do a lot with regard to seeding.
Again, I've said this last week. Again, this ain't no knock on nobody. October the 31st game. But the most intriguing game in the state on October the 31st, to me, still has to be the North Murray Rockmart game. Now, everybody want to throw out this team playing and this team playing, and it all have region implications because it's region time, you know. So I'm not saying that, but think about the fact that North Murray, if they beat Rockmart, can be the number 1 overall seed. That's tough.
It is. And it doesn't quite move the needle like other games simply because we don't have a whole bunch of North Murray fans on here. But I agree. Huge playoff implications. What's going on, Alfonso Holmes? Waco here. Waco is in here. Now, Mr. Holmes, I'm so glad you decided to come back because now about a month ago, wasn't that you, friend, that came in and said that Waco was going to make the playoffs? What happened, buddy? You see, y'all said y'all were gonna shock the world. What happened? Tell me,
He must,
friend.
he must have been drinking with the wizard.
Jamie has a good question, and you and I talked about this earlier today. He says, and welcome to the podcast, Jamie. He says, are y'all surprised Pierce fell out of the ranking? I figured they would have stayed in the top 10. I am surprised that they fell out of the AJC ranking for losing just one game. But I mean, even though they lost to an unranked team, but Crisp is not a bad team.
Again, rankings should not just take week to week. You do look at what they've done that week, but you still have to take a whole body of work. You know what I mean? You think about 0-17 like Wayne County that beats Warner Robins or something. You know, you don't just throw them in the rankings because they did that. You still got to take their body of work throughout the season. Pierce County losing that one game to Chris County should not have dropped them out of the rankings in 2A, where you still have Hateville Charter at 4-4 and Fitzgerald back in the rankings at 4-3 or something. You know, Pierce will beat both of those teams. So I didn't see no reason to be dropping them out the rankings.
Agreed. Then says, if you haven't won a game all season, you would be on your feelings and emotions. Do you know how embarrassed Bainbridge must be this season? I mean,
Bainbridge ain't the only one, Danny.
Yeah.
North side of Warner Robins, unheard of. Birdmar out of Gwinnett County, Lawrenceville. And I'm speaking of these three teams because Peach County power ranking is dropping even after victories because you're playing against opponents that are winless. It only giving you a point for the victory, and you playing at home, so you don't even get a full point.
Mm-hmm.
But it's killing you on your opponent's winning percentage.
Agreed.
Last year we was in the top 5. I think we was number 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that happening. We'll definitely make the top 8 due to possibly region champion, possibly because we do got a test to go down to Cairo this Friday. But we had Northside with about 4 victories. You had Bainbridge with 1. You had Burkmar with 2 on last year, so that helped. Now these teams are winless, and it don't help us at all.
At all. Which answers your question, Mr. Williams. Welcome to the podcast, sir. He said, what game are y'all attending Friday night? Well, 2 to 3 of us will be in Cairo, Georgia on Friday night watching Peach County versus Cairo. Let's see. Adam says Valdosta versus Lowndes. Is that this week?
No, that's the 31st.
That's gonna be an excellent game as well. You might as well. They're gonna shut that. That's gonna shut the city down.
And if I'm not mistaken, who got Valdosta? Okay, Valdosta has lost to Colquitt. Lowndes has 1 loss. No, Lowndes undefeated.
Lowndes is undefeated.
Lowndes undefeated. Valdosta lost to Colquitt. Colquitt lost to Lowndes. So if Valdosta wins that game on the 31st, you're looking at a 3-way tie. So that's definitely a big game on the 31st. And again, I'm not taking anything away from that. But again, if you know the history of North Murray, to think that North Murray this year can be a number 1 overall seed in the entire classification due to power rankings, that's a lot bigger than what the play out would be with Valdosta and Lowndes. That's what I'm speaking on.
Although it's not as sexy.
It's not as sexy. You know, like they say, it's not the Winterville Classic. You know what I mean? It's not one of the most historic winning program in high school football in the nation versus the county rival that is just as good. Like Lowndes has championships and stuff under their belts. So it don't hold that. You know what I mean? You're looking at a 1984 Ford Pinto, and a lot of y'all probably don't even know what that is, versus looking at a Mustang, a 2020 Mustang, 2024 Mustang. But if that Pinto, you understand that it got a big block V8 under that little normally 4-cylinder banger, that it don't look good, but the ramifications of North Murray winning that game and being the number 1 overall seed, that's real big.
Mm-hmm. Corey Criswell, welcome to the podcast, sir. He says we skating these last two games. Big Langston. Mr. Wynn said, yeah, Lowndes Valdosta and Wintersville Classic at Valdosta, October 31st. Paris says Washington County did beat East Lawrence 26-14, and East Lawrence will make the playoffs regardless. Adam says, I tell you someone that ain't making it, and that's my Blue Devils. Yeah, we had high hopes for Tiff County this year.
I did. I really thought this was it for you all.
Let's see. BJ Frazier, welcome to the podcast. He says, Cairo over Peach. Barry Vance, what's going on, Barry? Pierce County is in the building. Mr. Kirksey, welcome to the podcast. Cruise control. Yep. So you get to the playoffs.
Hey, can I ask Barry Vance a question?
Before you do that, bro, let me say shout out Barry Van, man. Took a horrible loss on Friday, man. That man still here showing up.
Yeah, I just want to know did the referees cheat?
They was home, so
I know. Still, I just want to ask a question.
I think that's his point.
That's the point, Doc. You know, every time Pierce County lose, Barry Van be up in here talking about the refs cheated with this, cheated with that. I just had to ask a question.
Chris said the same. Chris would have said the same thing if they lost. So there's that. Mr. Curtis, welcome to the podcast. Irwin County is in the house, and thank you for showing up. I know it's been a really, really tough season for the Irwin County Indians, but you know, they're young, and I'm sure y'all will be back soon. Marquis says, I remember back in the day, Washington County used to be that team. Roscoe Wall, Deion Harden, Brandon Watts, Keith Swint, and then 5 years later, AJ Gray in his class. Man, Washington County used to be that team. Now, according to Mr. Holmes, what he told us a few weeks ago, is that all those kids that would normally be at Washington County High School are now at the private school, who has won. I think the private school has won 2-3 state championships in a row. So if you're wondering why Washington County has fallen off a little bit, that could be a possible reason. And you know, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I wanted to say something about Irwin County and something that my brother Joe posted when he talked about this group and how Peach County has lasted. There's no shot at Crisp or Cedar Grove. But I speak of this guy from Irwin. When you know your program history and you know we may have a down year, but we'll be back because we have these athletes, you can hang around. You can show up every week. We knew Peach County was down, but we knew that wasn't going to last. This guy, Mr. Curtis, he know Irwin down, but he know, man, they'll be back. Next year after, man, Irwin will be right back being talked about. But when you know that your team is not built like that, they built different, then you kind of hide.
Yeah, they built different.
Oh, okay. So
spoken.
Hold on.
No truer words have I ever heard in my life.
Hey, hold on, bro. This ain't no
Was
shot
that a
at you,
shot?
bro.
Was
Because
that a
you
shot?
always, it ain't no shot at you, bro. You always here. We not talking about you. We just saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to eating my sunflower seeds.
Eat your sunflower seeds, bro. But, bro, you know it's true. When you used to something, man, like it is what it is. Like, okay, we had a down year. Guess what? We'll be back. We've sustained this type of victories for years. We'll be back. Irwin County will be back, man.
yeah.
Well, you know, we've been saying that pretty much all season, though, really.
Yeah.
Irwin County, you know, they going through growing pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they got a new coach and they young at the same time. It's just the look of the draw. Stephen Wynn says, oh, I hadn't heard this one. Rumors in South Georgia has a Rush Pro projection to Bainbridge. Oh my.
Okay.
Huh. Can he come back? Like, was his license taken? Like, can he come back to Georgia and coach?
I don't see why not. I don't think. I think after everything happened, he wasn't. His license wasn't took or anything. His teacher certificate or whatever it is. I think he just got on.
Oh, okay. I
Now,
was just wondering.
speaking of what we were just talking about, Bainbridge is a very historic program. Also, you know what I mean. You bring somebody like Rush Prost. It ain't even got to be Rush Prost. It really just has to be the best hire. We saw some dogs on the Bainbridge football team. I think it's the coaching. Like, these kids was just undisciplined and doing some things that they shouldn't have been doing. But as far as the dogs on the team, you can see it. I mean, let's be real. We had a kicker that kicked the ball out of bounds like every time he kicked the ball because we didn't want to kick it off to him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the kid number, but I know that kid back there catching that kickoff was a threat. Two of them, both of them, was a threat to take it back to the house every time they caught the ball.
They sure did.
You can't coach that. That's natural talent that these kids have. So the talent is there. You get the right coach back in that program, Bainbridge will be back.
Yeah. Paris says Irwin is young this year. They can turn things around next year. Adam says, I'm a real fan, but I call it like I see it. Go Big Blue. See y'all next year. Alfonso says, head scratching. We're a couple of years off for public. He's talking about Washington County. Can't win. All my dog players are going to this private school. I don't know. Hopefully y'all can get them back. Jamal's Choice, welcome to the podcast. He says TCC is in the building. Danny says Chris County is one of those teams that has found their purpose. Lowndes is undefeated, according to Mr. Wynn. Mr. Benjamin said, hey, fam, I told a couple of my coworkers about your show. Hopefully they will tune in. I'm spreading the word to as many high school fans as interested in listening to a top-notch podcast on high school football. Thank you so much, Mr. Benjamin.
We appreciate that, Mr. Benjamin.
We appreciate that. You're such a kind man. We thank you so much. Oscar Miles, Loco is in the building from on the hill, Carver, Columbus. He says it's crazy. They put so much on scheduling better opponents, but with the teams you just named, they usually have wins by now. So that new system can be tricky as hell. You think your son scheduled a good schedule. You think you have scheduled a good schedule, but 2-3 teams on your schedule ain't won a game, so you take a hit.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep. Absolutely right.
You agree.
And that's one thing also what we was just talking about. If you would have looked at Irwin County and you'd have looked at Cedar Grove, you know what I mean? You'd have looked at Bainbridge, you'd have looked at Peach in 2023. You'd have looked at these schools and you'd have been like, hey, let's schedule them, hoping that it's going to get you the brownie points you need, in the playoff rankings. And then they have a down year. So you never know, you know what I mean, what a team going to be able to do. All right, let's take, like my sister on the podcast here, Thomasville. Thomasville has 3 losses this year. Now, I never thought that. I thought Thomasville would go undefeated or possibly lose 1 to Worth. I called it at the beginning of the year, and I still stand by it. I think it's Worth in Thomasville in single A D1 fighting for that championship. Nothing against Toombs, Northeast, great teams, great players. I just think it's time for Worth in Thomasville. Now, with that being said, you schedule Thomasville, they have those 3 losses, and that actually hurts you. Although Thomasville just slipped up against Worth, slipped up against Fitzgerald, you know what it was with Thomas County Central. So that's the type of stuff that a lot of these ADs, why we say, man, they're going to be pulling, most of them probably ain't got no hair anyway, but they're going to be pulling their hair out their head because you can go in thinking you scheduled a tough schedule, a bunch of top-notch blue bloods teams in the state of Georgia, and they can have a down year. That's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, and you can end up with a, even if you win the region, you can end up with a 16 seed.
A 16 seed.
It's one thing when you're in the top 8, but when you're in the top 16, I think that's a little tough, But who are me? I didn't make the rules. I still, and I've said it before. I get not having every region having 4 teams in. I get that part, but and I get why they're doing the 16 seeds because not all regions are made alike. But I still think they should have the region winners in the top 8 seeds. But hey, I'm not on the committee. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of people that like this new playoff system. It's going to be a lot of people that don't like it. I know 4A through 7A, because we're going back to 4A through 7A. It's going to be a huge adjustment for them, and they either going to love it or they're going to hate it. But we'll see. Andrew Watkins says, if I remember correctly, Peach defeated Cairo in the semifinals in 2011, and with the Peach squad now, it will be a brutal game. We shall see, Mr. Watkins. We shall see. T. Abe says, forgive me if I've missed this, but are Northside fans being patient with their new coach?
I doubt it.
That's a good question.
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I doubt it. And I spoke this also. I think Boone came down here with the mentality that I'm going to take my bumps and bruises this year. You had a quarterback last year. I think a couple of games beginning of the season, you was riding with him. I know throughout the OTAs and spring, I know you was going with the freshmen. And I think you have kind of like turned it over to the freshmen a little more now and stuff. All of that is just preparing for the future. You know what I mean? When you got a freshman class, a sophomore class, kind of like what it is that Northside have over there, you knowing you're going to take your bumps and bruises. Now, I don't think the man was meaning or thought that they would go winless on the season, and it's still a chance. They still have 2 more games. So I know they got some juggernauts they got to play, but you know, you building for the future though. And I think if they be patient with Coach Boone and let him develop those young guys coming up, I think around year or 2 from now, they'll be okay. You still got to take in consideration that we're moving up a classification. We're gonna do reclass. We're gonna do we're gonna be you know what I'm saying? The schedules and stuff gonna change. The classifications gonna change. The regions gonna change. So Northside may have the luck of the draw. You know what I mean? It may be an all Houston County region. You know what I mean? When you think about, they got 5 teams in Houston County. All of them are big enough to be in the same region. So, you never know what it may be where Northside can come back. But I think the Northside faithful have to be patient with the man and let him do what it is that he's doing.
And let him get those bona fide moves that he needs. I think one thing that kind of works against him is that there's not a lot of construction on the north side of Warner Robins and Centerville.
Well, they are building houses over there now. They are building houses. Now, they're not building them at the rate that they're building on the south side of Houston County, mid-central Houston County and south, because down in that South Perry area and stuff, they're building down there also. But they're putting them up. But like I tell people, building houses doesn't not necessarily mean you're getting the talent in. You can get 1,000 extra students and go from being a 3A school to a 6A school. That still don't mean out of those 1,000 that you're gonna get dogs.
You're not, but those dogs that you do get, you certainly have ample housing for them when you get them to make their bona fide moves.
Man, you better get some single family housing. You better get some mobile home parks. You better get some government projects and stuff like that put up in your city if you want that high school football program to develop.
So there's that. What's going on, Mr. Reddick? Welcome to the podcast. Michael Ward says, what are North Murray and Rockmart's classification?
They're 2A.
2A. What's going on, Elmo? Welcome to the podcast. Stephen Wynn says, I agree. It would be huge for North Murray. Put that Pinto up against that Vega. 70 street racing.
There you go, Mr. Wynn.
Brian Bird, welcome to the podcast. He said, that man say he's not Thomasville. Who? Oh, Okay.
Gotta be Obadiah, because I think Obadiah the only one that be saying something like that.
Yeah, he said he's Thomas County. He's not Thomasville. Morris has a question for you, Barry, and the Pierce County faithful. How does it, in the words of D'Angelo, how does it feel?
Rest in peace to D'Angelo.
Rest in peace to D'Angelo.
And shout out to that baby, man. You know, losing your mom, a couple of months ago, and then losing your dad.
Ago. He lost his mama in like March, and he lost his daddy in October. That's a lot. That's a lot. James said he's not going anywhere. He's an Indian until he dies. Barry says, trust me, Pierce County is just fine. We're on a rebuild year and we're still in good hands. All right. I hear you, Barry. Yeah, okay. Perry says the private school in Sandersville is Brentwood. Let's see. Adam says, I know my devil stink, but my dad played and graduated at Wilcox County. Wilcox is 6-2, and they face a Wheeler County team that's 8-0 this Friday night. That's gonna be
that's the region
championship. Yeah, for real. And Mr. Estes, how is the young man? Was it the running back?
Number 9, I think he was, Mr. Estes.
Yeah, let us know how he's doing. I was really concerned about him.
It was the Hoco game that he
went down, and Tiff kind of went down after all of that. Paris said he knows a few kids from Waco that left to transfer to Brentwood. Okay. How you doing, Miss Heather Knight Rodriguez? Welcome to the podcast, sweet lady. Jimmy Westbrooks, what's going on with your friend? Carver Columbus is in the building. Lando Smith Rip Run, welcome to the podcast, sir. Who is he? And who is right? Who's right, Mr. Smith? Let us know who you're talking about. And if you're talking about first of all, let us know who you represent. And let me tell you a little something. We can't blow up these panel members. It's two in particular. That one that says Yo Soy the Truth, and then the one that says Thirsty B.S. Rollins. You can't really tell them they right and blow up their heads because
that way Yo Soy the Truth is normally right 99.9% of the time.
His head, their heads are already big enough. We don't need to inflate them anymore. But welcome to the podcast and let us know where you're from. Let's see. Ricky Deans, who do you represent? Welcome to the podcast. He says, get ready for Pierce fans saying Chris needs to be a 6A school.
That was a good one, that was a Dave.
That was funny. Let's see. Marquis says the kids that left. Okay, yeah. Those kids that left Washington County left and went to the private school after Joel Ingram was let go. Oh, okay. Paris says, how about FVSU beat Savannah State? Dante Curry only one that scored a touchdown from a kickoff return. Dutchtown alumni. Dante, yes, and he was voted. Shout out to him. He was voted the player of the game, and yes, that was the only score, and it was very early in the first quarter. And so, I've talked about exciting games. Defensive battles can be exciting games. I know I've said that, but Saturday was not that. Saturday was a little bit painful for me.
What was the score, Jason?
7-0.
What was it?
7-0.
Oh, okay.
He scored in the first quarter. He scored on a kickoff return. And the defense, shout out to the defense for Fort Valley State. They played lights out. They really did. The offense moved the ball to a certain extent, but they couldn't keep moving. That offensive line is terrible. I'm sorry. They're terrible. But shout out to them too. They were able to move the ball a little bit. But yeah, that was a bit of a painful game, but it was I also enjoyed it because I was able to see the Blue Machine Marching Band return, and they really did their thing. And
let's not forget that Albany only beat Tuskegee 7-3.
Yes.
So, that wasn't, you think about us, our offense not being able to strike much, but Albany couldn't do that against Tuskegee. So
yeah. So, we on any given day in the SIAC, anything can happen. And so I'll just say that.
well, Albany got to go to Benedict next week, and I don't think anything gonna happen there. We know what's gonna happen there.
Yeah. I mean, but listen, Fort Valley, Benedict is beating everybody, but they only beat Fort Valley 14-7. So
yes,
I was just about to say that. Didn't Benedict benefit from like the transfer portal or something?
Oh, always.
I thought so.
But now they lost their coach there to South Carolina State, but the guy that's still there, they still got some residuals from that. But when Chennis Berry was there, he got that transfer portal going. Benedict was beating it. First of all, Benedict used to be a homecoming opponent. You can just schedule a W. Yep. They got that. They got in that. Chennis Berry got in that transfer portal, and they were beating everybody. And now he's at South Carolina State, doing similar things. So, yep. Brian Bird. He says Fitzgerald beat Chris 30-7. Why are you calling me? Let me put it on.
Mule chaser.
That's not a mule chaser. That is a spam likely, sir. Let's see. James Curtis says his issue is people start complaining and stop coming to the game. They criticize the coaches and claim it's about the kids, but if you're not buying a ticket, is it really about the kids?
Good stuff, Mr. Curtis.
Good question.
Keep fighting for your Indians.
And why?
I'm sorry, babe. It happened in Peach. You know what I'm saying? You call Peach faithful. We winning. The stadium packed out. You losing. You can hear a pin drop. That's not for the kids.
And if you win on a consistent basis, then you get spoiled. So then they just assume you're just gonna win the game. So then they stop showing up, and then they start showing up late in the playoffs. So it's a double-edged sword. We've seen it all. We have seen it all. Let's see. Stephen Wynn says Rush is cleared to come back to Georgia. His teacher certification is still valid. Jimmy Westbrooks has a question. Can Coach Flowers from Shaw coach again in Georgia?
Because he left.
Y'all bring me up to speed. Why wouldn't he be able to? Why?
I don't know what's going on with that situation, but he's over in Alabama right now, right?
I'm not sure.
Isn't he take a superintendent job or something in Alabama or something, principal job or something?
No, I'll ask. We can ask.
Let us know, Mr. Westbrook.
Yeah. Let's see. Alfonso says Statesboro rocked the boat and beat Brunswick. I really like Effingham County for a run in the playoffs. They got Travis Hunter's little brother. Travis Hunter, one of Travis Hunter's little brothers.
And he is a dog. And Statesboro, we spoke on that because Statesboro let veterans thrash them down in Statesboro. Effingham County has too many schools for that little area.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying if they combine their schools, they'd probably be a little more competitive?
Yeah, man. They got too much going on down there. You know, it's the smart people that smarter than everybody else. You know, Portal.
Yeah.
Wait, Statesboro. Effingham County is Statesboro, right?
No, that's Bullock County.
Bullock. County. So that's what I mean. Bullock County got too many schools. You got Bullock, Southeast Bullock, Statesboro, Portal, one or two more other high schools in there. Like just for that Statesboro is not the size of Warner Robins. It don't need that many schools.
Yeah, I think Columbus got too many schools, but I'm gonna tell you this too, and I'm not saying that they will be world beaters, but I think if Pelham and Mitchell County were to merge, they would be a lot more competitive than they are. I still don't understand why that little bitty county has two high schools. It just don't make sense to me. It doesn't. And then you have Colquitt County, which is big enough to have 2 schools, and they've got one big school, and of course they are competitive. Um, Paris says, I want to know what's going on with Shaw these days. Shaw used to be the team back then. They used to have talent.
It's it's a school called Carver Columbus, man.
Yeah. that answer that Carver.
Yeah. I thought it was just me. I wasn't gonna say it, but y'all said it.
Yeah, we all know it's Carver. That's the answer. It's Carver.
That's the answer. And 8 Columbus is a nice sized city, but 8 public. I think it's what 7 or 8 high schools. That's too many. That's too many.
Macon, Georgia. Macon, Georgia. You think about what it is that. I mean, you think if Rutland, Westside, Central was all one school, or Howard and Northeast was all one school, can you imagine what would be coming out of Macon, Georgia?
Mm-hmm. A force to be reckoned with. Let's see. Andrew says he was Doherty's Flowers. I'm assuming he's talking about. And hey, Mr. Wizard, thank you for being here. We just got a lot of comments. People are excited, and we're gonna get to you in just a minute. Okay, sugar?
Okay.
Andrew says he was Flowers was a Doherty High School head coach back then. He won a state title and sent Shaw home. And who is he? Flowers? No, Flowers. I don't know who you talking about. Who he is? Yes. Paris says Griffin is 6-2 this season. Yeah, that was quiet. They're 6-2 this season. Head coach is from Griffin. He played at Fort Valley State. And he's in his first year head coach. Shout out to, I forgot his name, but shout out to you, Wildcat. Shout out to you.
And that's a big surprise. You know, you didn't think Griffin was gonna take a turnaround like that, but shout out to Griffin. They really playing some ball over there.
Let me ask y'all a question. What's going on with Sparta? Because y'all remember the situation with their former head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm glad you said that. I'm sorry, babe, but I was just about to say that before you came in when I said Griffin is playing ball. I wonder, did they leave the county and come into the city after that happened?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Spalding was winning regions in that region with Perry and West Side of Macon and all of them, and you know, now to just be unheard of and Griffin is back on the come up. That's a good question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick before you go on, babe, I just got a text message question. For the listeners from Washington County, I know one of them said the kids started transferring when the coach was let go. Why are they not standing behind Robert Edwards? What's going on to make the kids over there in Washington County, Sandersville, and Tennell not want to play for Robert Edwards?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's a Super Bowl champion, right there out of Washington County.
A Georgia Bulldog, you know, like
y'all let us know what's going on, why they don't want to play for Coach Edwards.
Yeah. Obadiah said, just get ready for basketball season, like his staff told us last year. And that, North Side, because that's another reason why they probably didn't let up off the gas, because when Langston Hughes beat Thomas County Central last year, say Coach Boone was over there shooting up jumpers and stuff, like getting ready for basketball season and all that kind of stuff. So Thomas County Central took that personal, and the Po babies at the North Side had to deal with it. If they could have put up 100, they probably would have.
It just don't feel right listening to Pete County alone just say anything positive about Northside. It
ain't positive. They got their butts whooped. That ain't nothing positive.
Them poor babies though.
I mean, they kids. I love all babies.
I take. You right.
I mean, even them Perry babies. I can't stand Perry. I hate Perry with everything in me. But you know, if like one of them babies needed something and I had it, I would give it to them. Daddy says Peach County is playing similar to the Georgia Bulldogs mindset. They play to win and never give up. We have seen that all the teams that jump out on Peach County with the lead just couldn't quite put Peach County away. Peach County will to win has given them extra motivation to fight to the end of the game. Morris Shields says Milton is taking all of their neighboring schools' kids that will prevent them from a top seed next year.
Wow. Oh, real quick, Danny, I can't think of a school that's been up on Peach none this year.
They haven't.
Peach has been
Perry. That's it.
6-0, yeah, but that's
it. Oh yeah, Northside plays veterans to end the season. They could be veterans.
no.
But I don't think so.
No.
Peach County Trojan will go in undefeated this regular season. We'll see. Friday we got a big test Friday. If we win Friday, then
Grady County now.
Huh?
Y'all know how they do it in Grady.
That's what I'm saying, friend. That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking it lightly. You understand?
Yeah.
We can't play around down there because if we do, it's gonna get ugly. Let's see. Paris said they have Northside has middle school talent coming up. Thompson Middle School's been balling. 8th grade's coming up next year, plus 7th grade team won a championship, if I'm not mistaken. He'll have a team in the next 3 years. Okay, yeah, Eddie, they answered that question. All right, Mr. Wizard. Okay, what's going on, Dwayne? Terrence said, TA said, I told you Fort Valley O-line was trash. You did, sir. You said it. They're not very good at all, but shout out to them babies. They're very young. I'm just gonna say that they're young. But apparently they don't. Never mind. Be quiet. Let's see. Okay, what's going on, Rain, today? Welcome to the podcast. I think you're a first-time listener. Let us know where you're from. She said Auburn is having quarterback issues right now. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, see you later, Obadiah. WWE Raw is on. She also said they had a quarterback change in the Tuskegee game as well. The third string quarterback was playing. Oh, okay. Stephen Wynn says Savannah State made a bad football hire after the coach left for a position coach at Virginia Tech. My daughter played volleyball at Savannah State from 21 to 24. Okay. Yeah. One thing about it, Mr. Wynn, they were very undisciplined. Fort Valley kind of moved the ball, but even when we got stopped on third and short or something like that, they would get unsportsmanlike penalties, stuff like that. They just weren't very disciplined. So you could be right. Let's see. So I'm gonna let I'm gonna let you go on, Mr. Wizard, and I will catch up with these comments because they keep coming in. So go ahead.
All right. Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
What up, Wizard?
Sir?
Man. Okay. So tonight, the magic number is 3. Okay? Remember that. 3.
3?
Oh, 3. So, last week, week 10, may y'all believe we in the week 11 already?
Mm-hmm.
It's not
surprising.
Okay, 2 weeks is Halloween, huh? Keep that in mind. Okay, so, private class. I went undefeated 6-0. Yeah, that's a special here to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just so the people know, the scores you see outside of the parentheses is what I predicted. The scores inside the parentheses are the actual score. Okay, moving on.
So let me see. Okay. I thought North Cobb Christian. Oh, they weren't ranked. They were ranked in AJC. They were ranked in ours. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Okay.
See how nice I am today?
They ain't never called me sweetheart before. Okay, D2. Again, 5-0. Everybody did as expected. I'm just mad that Scraven and Seminole actually gave up some points. It messed me up on that.
To Terra County, yeah.
Them scores almost spot on, Mr. Wizard. Good job.
Good job.
Thank you. Remember, magic number 3 today. Okay. D1. Yeah, Blakely County, you disappointed me. Even though I expected a close game, I didn't expect you to get blowed out like that by Dublin.
And it didn't happen until maybe like the third or fourth quarter. Because I mean, when I was looking at the score, it was relatively close. Then the next thing I knew, Dublin had started blowing them out of the water. And so now I think if Northeast beat Dodge this week, I think Northeast win the region.
Northeast win the region. And shout out to Northeast because Dodge County is the reason they will win the region. They beat Bleckley in a close game that Bleckley was leading. I think it came out to be 16-14 or something.
It was like 29-28 or something. Maybe.
Yeah, something close like that. And the fact that they'll go down to Eastman and beat Dodge to get the region. So if Dodge don't beat Bleckley, you end up in a three-way tie, and you don't know how it's going to go. So now Dodge beating Bleckley was the best thing that could have happened for him.
But what if Dodge beat Northeast? Does Dodge win the region?
Yeah, but I got a question.
In what?
In what? Dodge do not beat Northeast. Go right ahead, Wizard.
Keep going.
Okay. So like I say, 9-1 and D1. Okay, moving on to 2A. Man. I'm glad I don't bet on high school football because Pierce County sure would have lost me some money. But overall, I went 5-1 in 2A. I don't know. Did anybody?
What happened to North Cobb Christian? Because they were in our top 10, but
yeah, they start playing the region, and you got to look at the fact that Lakeview, Fort Oglethorpe, North Murray, Rockmart, Ringo, all of them are doing good this year, and they have had to play North Cobb Christian, and I think have all beaten them. So there you have it.
Yeah. Okay. 3A.
3A. So, did anybody see Westside beating Harlem? I just didn't.
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just me. I mean, I had it as a close game, but still, I just thought Harlem was going to pull it out. But in 3A, I went 8-1 overall for the week.
Look at your Peach Bainbridge score and look at your Calhoun Gilmer score.
Good.
You kind of was hitting them on the head when you Wizard.
Good job, Wizard.
I was in a groove last week. I'm hoping I can carry it over into this week.
I think all that unresolved, that resolved, now that you and Thirst have had resolution, you know what I'm saying? I think that kind of helped your moxie and you got on point. But while we were on 3A, and I know that they were in the AJC top 10, but not they were in our top 10. Anyway, can I just say this, put this out there? I just would not have thought that North Clayton would get beat down by Douglas the way that they did. It was when I saw that score, it blew my mind. I could not believe that. I just wanted to put that out there.
And real quick, while you putting that out there, what's a moxie?
Who said moxie?
You.
What did I say? How did I say it? I don't recall saying moxie.
Okay.
What did I say? No, really. I had to get context. What did I say? Tell it to me. Please.
I don't forgot. You just said something about a moxie. And I didn't know what that meant, so I was just trying to find out.
Okay. Well, I'll go back and read it. Go ahead to 4A.
4A, I went 7-0.
Hey, you got a misprint. You got a misprint. Ware County. Perry did not lose to Ware County.
Oh. And what? And what?
Ware won, but Perry did not lose to them.
Perry didn't lose.
Oh, okay. They got that.
Yeah, Ware County won, but Perry didn't lose.
Gotcha. I didn't expect any big team to put 75 points. I thought they play teams respectfully and don't run up the score. I guess they said screw it. But that is 4A, 7-0.
Good job.
Okay, 5A.
Ooh.
5A, I went 8-0 in 5A. Yeah. Then
Still had 3 losses on the weekend.
It's a lot of high scores. Don't they got put up this past week.
Agreed.
Yeah, a lot of 50s, 60s. Got a 70 piece in there. Yeah, pretty interesting, huh? Okay, but yeah, 5A, everybody did their thing as expected in the top 10.
Hold on, Mr. Wizard. I got to go back and tell you. I told you there was no way Northgate put up 20 points on Langston Hughes. I see they got a quarter of that, so that's I guess that's better than nothing.
Hey, what y'all said, man? At least they pinched them.
Yeah, they pinched them.
Okay.
I try pinch their shirt, not their
Not
beat.
the skin.
Okay.
All right. All right, 6A. Went 5-0 in 6A. I did not expect Beef to put up a 70 piece over the weekend, that's for sure.
Who put up a
And
oh, beautiful. Good. My God. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't look in between the parentheses.
Hold up,
Pink.
Oh, by the way, that character score is actually 50, not 5. So
okay.
Character won 50 to 23. I was a little bit under the influence the other day.
Poor Central Gwinnett and poor Wayne County. They got
my Lord.
they got a 50 piece. They got a 12 piece, 12 a dozen cheese sticks.
Ooh, cheese
12 packers.
12 packers.
Cheese sticks, so we good.
Good Lord, poor babies. Okay.
Hey, shout out to 92, man. Y'all only got 63 hung on y'all and not 90.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that man had 3 losses on the weekend, man.
Yeah, wait, 53 and 3. Woo. Let's see if I can care for it. I'm trying not to hit 100 games. I'm trying not to lose 100 games until the last week of the season.
Gotcha. Well, you're on your way. This week went a long way in accomplishing that feat, sir.
Yes. So on the season, 564, 89 for 86 percentile. So I'm doing good. I'm on track to hit my average of 85 or better. Well, what a lot of people want to see was pick'ems, and this is how the pick'ems played out. So on the pick'ems, I went 8-2. Obviously, Blakely doubling. I lost Westside, Augusta, and Harlem. I lost. So with that being said, y'all know this what's his name? Gregory Ponder.
We do not know him, but congratulations to him for winning the week. That's what I'm going to assume.
Yeah, congratulations to him winning. He went 10 for 10 this week. Gregory Ponder, congratulations on your win, going 10 for 10. Now, despite him going 10 for 10, he's still not in the leaderboard, but this is the leaderboard going into week 11.
Oh. Come on, Heather. I'm rooting for you. Come on, girl. You got to come this week. You got to come with it. I want to see you in the green, sugar. All right. Who is that in smack dab in the middle? My cousin said, he said he gonna take me to Sizzler. That's what I'm talking about.
We going Sizzlers. We going Sizzlers.
Hey, Granddad, as long as you don't take it to Red Lobster, don't let her eat the cheddar cheese biscuit.
And I went 9-1 this week. So shout out to Mr. Ponder. He did go 10-0. He the only one beat me this week.
Which one did you lose? The West Side?
I ain't gonna tell you which one I lost.
Is it the one that I picked the other team?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that is my time. Even though I am a little late, I need my regular paycheck now. I'm gonna see y'all on Wednesday.
Talk it over with Thirsty.
See, I've been really nice to you, and I'm gonna keep being nice to you because I'm turning over a new leaf. All I'm gonna say is we will make sure that we pay you accordingly, and thank you so much for your patience.
Okay, I'm gonna see y'all Wednesday. Y'all have a good one.
All right,
bye.
Be good. how nice I was. Y'all aren't y'all proud of me?
Yeah, you did
Very
very
proud
good.
of you.
Thank you. All right, let me get these comments out of the way, guys. J-Bo says Coach Flowers is coaching. If you know, you know. Jimmy Westbrook says he got caught up at Troop. Oh, okay. Gerald Mabry, please, if you're still listening, let me know how to pronounce your name because I want to make sure that I pronounce your name correctly. He said that's Chris Lindsay. Yeah, he was a principal. That's who it was. Chris Lindsay was a principal at Carver Columbus, and he's at Phoenix City now. Charles Flowers is retired, running a business for restorative practices. Okay. Jimmy Westbrook said I ain't got nothing to say about where he at now. TA says, hey, cuzzo, I call them smart dummies.
There you go. Smart dummies, cool.
Ricky D. Okay. All right. There's Austin A.B. Butler. Welcome to the podcast, sir. He said, what's good, y'all? Again, y'all do amazing work. We're getting close to playoff time. Thank you so much, Mr. Butler. We appreciate
Yes, sir, Mr.
you.
Butler.
Thank you so much. Let's see. That's right, Mr. Wynn. He said, think about Albany having one school.
My Lord.
It would be Lee County.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
If they all stay, yeah. Paris, what?
Oh, much you talking about watching lead, boy? You sure cut low in, boy.
No, I did. Paris said Northeast is the only team that's going to make a deep run. West Side will make the playoffs, and they've been down some years. West Side making the playoffs?
It's the region.
Good. Ooh.
See, a lot of that gonna change next year.
Yeah, one and done. Well, at least Coach Risper get him a playoff game on his way out. He can say he made the playoffs. Mr. Robert, yes, Zion did hurt his ankle. He's out for the rest of the season. Shout out to that baby.
And also, man, soliciting players for Zion Hudson, man, wide receiver. He will be going into surgery tomorrow morning. So, podcast listeners, if y'all can just please put up a prayer for Zion Hudson.
Please do. He's such a good kid. He really is. He's one of the most humble young men you'll ever want to meet. Darius Kirksey says, late to comment, but power rankings are definitely going to hit different in the bigger classifications. For instance, this year Milton is sitting at 11. My. They would not like that. Paris says Spalding lost their starting quarterback. He transferred to Lovejoy. And Spalding has struggled this year. Terrell Clark, what about Douglas County, Mr. Clark? And welcome to the podcast, sir. Stephen Wynn says Spalding's former coach just got sentenced a few months ago.
Did he get life?
I hope he did, because that lady was trying to get away from him, and he drove all the way to the DMV. Like, listen, gentlemen, ladies, if they don't want you, you can't make them want you. Move. Oh, it's too many people out here that you can hook up with. Too many. Yeah, the day pool got all kind of mess in it. It's more like a cesspool, but it's something you can find that doesn't warrant you going to take somebody's life because they don't want you.
What was his sentence? Was it death or was it life? What did they give?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. But based on the severity and the nature of what he did, I'm almost positive he got life without parole. Terrell Clark says Douglas County versus Carrollton next week. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of good games on Halloween night. Let's see. Darius said that was a different coach. That wasn't Boone, but he was on Boone's staff, so you know how that goes, Mr. Kirksey. By the time the story gets back, and it's been a whole year later, it was Boone doing all of that. Terrell Clark, is it Terrell or Terrell? He says Douglas County has had the most stacked team 3 years in a row. Now, why haven't they been able to get over the hump?
Well,
defense.
You got
defense.
It ain't defense. I tell you, you got the Jimmys and Joes, and you can't get over the hump. You got to start looking at the X's and O's.
In the O's. So be quiet. Yes, Mr. Robert Hudson is out for the rest of the season. What's going on, Greg Ponder? Welcome to the podcast. Let us know who you represent.
Oh, that's the winner.
Yes, he said that he started late. That's why he's not showing up, but he'll be back next year.
All right, and welcome to the
Oh, okay.
podcast, sir. You clearly know what you're doing. James says Cairo has a lot of speed, but not a lot of size. I think Peach will win by 10 points. Well, I like your assessment, Mr. Curtis.
Yes, from his mouth to where?
God's ears. You know what, Oscar? I will be in town on November the 7th. And that's that Thursday. And then I'm going out of town. I'm going to pick my tailgate spot. Then I'm going somewhere else. Then I'm coming back Friday morning. And I'm coming to pick you up. We are going to the Social Security office. Yes, I know the government shut down, but the Social Security, them people still working. We gonna get you a disability check because something is wrong with you.
She must have had her Bluetooth.
Why would I take a Bluetooth?
Lord Jesus. Boy, I like to say, let me hush my mouth.
Why would I take a Bluetooth?
I don't know.
Let's see. Dietrich Andrews, welcome to the podcast. So, what's up, my people? Thomasville Bulldogs checking in. Welcome, sir. So glad you decided to join us.
Mm-hmm.
Morris said he picked Westside. It's just not in me to pick private schools over public. Okay, I got you.
What? Who was that? Because Westside Augusta played Harlem.
I don't know.
And Westside Macon.
I know.
Didn't they get thrashed by a private school this weekend?
I'm not sure. James says I need the Wizard to help me pick my NFL game.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I don't think he's as good with the NFL as he is with
No, you don't. That's all I'm saying. No, you don't. You don't want them headaches, bro.
You do better getting Thirsty to help you with your NFL game. Don't you always win at least one of your fantasy league?
Yep.
Yeah. Moxie means bravado, machismo, and macho. Yes, I was just curious because I don't remember saying it. I know what Moxie is, but I just don't remember saying it. That's why I asked you. Let's see. Heather says, "Thank you, Jess. We coming." That's right. Heather and my nephew are coming, so y'all get ready.
For what, Miss Heather? For what? Like it's already my money. For what?
She's gonna be in the next 2 weeks. She will be in the green. That's what she's saying. Morris says he still doesn't see his name. We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk to the Wizard about that. Larry Thompson Jr., welcome to the podcast, sir. He says he didn't see Roswell dominating Lanier like that. Roswell at Gainesville this Friday. That's going to be a very good game. 57-0. So what you're saying is you thought Roswell would win, but you didn't think that they would like blow him out like that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was laughing at Morris Shield.
Okay.
All I'm saying is 48. Okay.
48 games, Mr. Shield. You a couple of games behind.
And you don't miss 2 weeks.
Darius Kersey says they made it to the semi. I'm thinking you're talking about Douglas County. They made it to the semis the last 2 years, playing 14 or 15 games. All the top of 6A is stacked. That's a good point, Mr. Kersey. And so my question is, if Douglas County were in 5A, do you think that would make a difference?
No. You still got Milton. You still got Thomas County Central. Like yeah. So no. It'll be the same. It'll be the top of 5A like they are 6A, you know, but I don't think they win a championship.
Okay. Kay Lanier says, James Curtis, it's about if you can play or not. Size doesn't matter. Let's see. Darius says, then they have Milton the following week. The next 2 weeks is huge for them. And Hoko too, with TCC and Lee County back to back. Hoko is 8-0 for the first time
in school history.
But they're gonna finish 8-2. All right, Mike. I just got a few more comments, and then we're gonna move on to these polls.
No, you good. You good. I'm just setting us up for our next segment.
I got you. Larry Thompson says he still thinks Roswell is a notch or two below both Gainesville and Milton, but can probably make a deep run with the way the brackets are set up. And they could possibly upset some people.
I picked Roswell as my sleeper team in 5A, Mr. Thompson. So we don't have Mr. Reese on tonight, but
yes, he is. He was on earlier.
Okay, I apologize. I hadn't seen Mr. Reese. I hadn't been in the comments also, but Roswell is definitely that team that can sneak in, especially if you start looking at the brackets, and maybe they definitely should be a second or third. It all depends on what happened these last 2 weeks, but I don't think they win the region. I don't think they can go out and beat both of them. But if they can squeak one in and be a second or definitely going to possibly be a third, you just got to see where they line up, because some of them heavyweights, your Langston Hughes, your Thomas County Central, again, your Gainesville Milton, if they can start knocking off each other and Roswell can kind of sneak in like I think they will, they'll be a team that you really don't want to see in the playoffs.
Agreed. Let's see. Let y'all stop talking about Bluetooth. That see what you just started, Oscar. Just see, that's what happened when y'all listen to crazy people. Don't worry about it. But they gonna finish 8-2. Yeah, I mean it's the truth, Mr. Kersey. Let me ask you. Hoko is 8-0. Do you and their last 2 games are Lee and Thomas County Central. Which one of those games do you think they can sneak up and win? Which one? Or do you think they can win 2?
They definitely not win both of them. Let's just, Mr. Kersey gonna tell you that. I'm gonna speak for Mr. Kersey. They not gonna win both of them. Now, it's me gonna speak for me now. You possibly can try to get over on Lee
in Leesburg.
Here's the point. You're on the road in Thomasville. I'm sorry, I'm not bowing down to you, Obadiah. It's Thomasville, Georgia. You're in Thomasville to play Thomas County Central, and you go to Leesburg to play Lee County. I don't see you walking away with 2 victories.
Zoe would like to know who your sleeper team is in 2A, yo.
I already said Sumter County was my sleeper in 2A.
So he's got Carver, Columbus, Carver, Atlanta, and the Sumter as a sleeper team. What's going on, Dwayne? I thought I told you hello earlier. I'm sorry, friend. How you doing? Darius says he thinks they can get Lee.
In what?
Hoko, you just said
In what? I said the only chance that you're gonna possibly have is Lee. You're not beating Thomas County. That one is out the question.
He said
so. Your only chance that you have is Lee, but you're not beating Lee County. No. He's saying he think they can get Lee County. I'm telling you, the only chance you can have to beat somebody is Lee, because you're not beating Thomas County Central. Now, with that being said, you're not gonna beat Lee either. You can lead Thomas County Central out of this. You already 8-1. Lead Thomas County Central out of this. You 8-1. So the only possible team you have to beat is Lee County, and you're not gonna beat them.
And we've seen both of them this year. And unless Lee County just has a complete meltdown, yeah, I don't see them winning. What's going on, Tick? How you doing?
Y'all talk about me, man.
What's going on, Courtney Swainsboro in the building?
What's going on, Mr. Williams? Sleeper team in Single A Division 1. I still got Thomasville and Worth County, but I wouldn't be surprised if Swainsboro could sneak in now.
Let's see. Oscar said they must be on Bluetooth because I ain't know what it was until this weekend while watching reels and a commercial popped up. Lord have mercy. Okay. Yeah, I know what blue chews are. Let's go. Let's go with the polls, guys. So we have AJC on the left and FNL on the right. Why thirsty?
Because FNL is always right.
Always right, baby.
Mm-hmm. The floor is yours, sir.
Okay, now that I'm awake and wide awake. So, single A to 3A private. 1 and 2, 3. We have the same Hebron Fellowship Calvary Day. I don't think anybody has any disagreements upon that. When you look at the AJC, starting at number 4 through 10, they break it out with Savannah Christian, PAC Aquinas, Athens Academy, Holy Innocents, Whitefield Academy, and GAC as they dropped Wesleyan this weekend. As for us, we wrap up our top 10 starting at number 4 with PAC, Athens Academy, Wesleyan, Savannah Christian, Aquinas, Landmark Christian, and we finally showing some love to GAC, Greater Atlanta Christian, and we dropped out Northcott Christian. I like our poll a lot better.
Me too.
Yeah, I do. We missed you too, Tick. And again, we want to apologize to those of you who didn't hear it earlier. We want to apologize to you for not being able to come on Friday. Our producers had other obligations, and as such, we weren't able to get into the studio. But we're making it up to you tonight, and we're so glad that you are loyal and you decided to show up tonight. Okay, Single A Division 2.
Single A Division 2. Top 4 again. Same way for both polls. Lincoln County, Clinch, Bowden, and Johnson County. AJC's rounds out their top 10, starting at number 5. Brooks County, Early County, Wheeler, Scraven, Seminole County, and ECI. Whereas FNL rounds out their top 10, starting at number 5. Scraven, ECI, Wheeler, Seminole County, Wilcox, and Brooks. I get why AJC continuously carries Brooks in the top 5, but we did penalize Brooks. And I think that's one of the things that we kind of pride ourselves on is looking at teams week to week and the entire body of work. But Wilcox County. We have Wilcox County where they brought in early. We got to see that one.
Well, Wheeler and Wilcox play on Friday, so we'll know a little bit more.
That's why I say we got to see that. We got to see on that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see who the better team is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to Division 1. I don't think we have. We really didn't have much change in Division 1 on our poll. Again, pretty much same thing in the top 5, surprisingly. Worth, Toombs, Hurd, Swainsboro, Northeast, Macon, and respective marks. Rounding out the top 10, starting at number 6, AJC has Thomasville, Dodge, Lamar County, Fitzgerald, dropped Blakely County and brought in Dublin. Whereas we, starting at number 6, Lamar, Dublin, Blakely, Fitzgerald, and Thomasville. See, we was already on Dublin and Blakely together. We just had to swap them, move them up and down a little bit.
I'm surprised they just pushed Blakely completely out.
Well, they got Dodge in and not Blakely, and I understand because that's one thing we talked about. Dodge did beat Blakely, but if you looked at the body of work, Blakely has already faced the top of that division, and Dodge is coming up to that now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we saw Blakely body of work better than Dodge, although they had beat them. But we got it set up to where Dodge can find their way in these next couple of weeks with the games that they have scheduled. So either Dodge will be in or we'll be right about Dodge and they will be remaining out.
Mm-hmm. For sure. We're going to see in these next 2 weeks. I know for I know for us, we started our polls. We had people in certain positions, and things have happened to where they just can't move, just haven't been able to move up like I think they should. But I like the 1 and 2. I'm not gonna lie, I like the 1 and 2 on the AJC. I'm not gonna lie. But top four, we both had a set top four different orders. Carver, Columbus, Carver, Atlanta, Rockmart, and Morgan County. AJC rounding out their top 10, starting at number 5. They have Callaway, Sumter County, Hapeville, Charter, North Murray, Thompson, and Burke County. They brought in new as they dropped Pierce. For us, we round out our top 10, starting at number 5 with Sumter County, Callaway, North Murray, Pierce, Thompson, and Hapeville, Charter. Now, we had a conversation, and I asked Yo, why we don't drop Pierce County down to number 10? They lost to an unranked outside of the top, barely making a top 30 team in 2A. Body of work, man. We're going to penalize them for losing this week, but the overall body of work is Pierce County. And still, Pierce County is a better team than Thompson, Hapeville, Charter, in our poll. Actually feel like Pierce is a better team than Burke County in the AJC poll. So when we get down to it, we don't feel it was justifiable for Pierce County to get kicked out the poll, but we understand it. You shouldn't have took that loss at the end of the day, Pierce, and put yourself in that position, especially at home.
Oh, thank you, Tick. He said he put Northeast Macon put that 60-piece lemon pepper up just for us.
What they do at East Macon?
They play football. # awfully physical. He said we scored as many points as our defense has allowed all year. We allowed 33 against Peach and 28 over the last 7 games. Wow. Okay, let's go with 3A. I'm gonna go back up and read the other comments in a minute once we get down to 5A and stuff. Okay, 3A.
All right. 3A. Surprisingly, we have the same top 5. We just got the bottom 3 in different order, or the bottom 2 in different order. I'm sorry, same top 6. I'm sorry. Sandy Creek, Peach County, Calhoun, Jefferson, Troop, North Hall. Surprisingly, same top 6 teams. AJC wraps up their top 10, starting at number 8 with West Lawrence, number 9 West Side Augusta, and drop LaGrange down to number 10. For us, we wrap up our top 10 with West Lawrence, Stevenson, LaGrange, drop North Clayton, and brought in West Side Augusta.
Okay.
All same teams. Interesting. Got the best team in Georgia. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that.
Okay. 4A. Again, surprise. Again, I'm not gonna say surprising, but we got the same top 4 teams: North Oconee Creekside, Cartersville, Benedictine, Central Carrollton. AJC wraps up their top 10, starting at number 5 with Ware County, Marist, Central Carrollton, Cambridge, Hill, and Blessed Trinity. They still got Blessed Trinity in their poll. Wow. Whereas we wrap up our top 10, starting at number 5 with Central Carrollton, Ware County, Cambridge, Marist, Locust Grove, and Kale. Why the AJC ain't showing no love to Locust?
I don't know. Maybe they think they fools go.
And we're gonna see in about 3 weeks when these playoffs start. 4 weeks. All right, moving on, 5A. I don't think anybody has any complaints with the top 6 teams in 5A, being Hughes, Thomas County, Central Gainesville, Houston County, Roswell, and Milton. AJC wraps up their top 10, starting at number 7 with Lee County, Rome, Sequoia. They dropped Northgate and brought Sprayberry back in. Me personally, I don't think they ever should have dropped Sprayberry. But for FNL, we wrap up our top 10, starting at number 7 with Sequoia, New Manchester, Sprayberry, and Lee County.
New Manchester, I don't want y'all to make fools out of us. I want y'all to make a deep run in the 5A playoffs. Please do. Chris Pace says Hoko caught hell versus Coffee the first half. It was 21-21. Dumb mistakes killed us the second half. Hoko has a nice team though. They're pretty good, but if they caught hell the first half with us, I pray for them this week versus TCC. Darius Kersey says same. Even as a third seed, they can make it to the third round, maybe even the semis. As it stands, Rome would probably be their third round game. He also said, I don't disagree with them losing the next two. I was just laughing at the way you said 8-0 for the first time, but they're gonna finish 8-2. Oh yeah, well, sometimes I can be a bit blunt. What do we do? What stunt did we pull, Courtney? He said, yeah, y'all don't pull that stunt no more. I get not coming on Friday. Okay, sir. We I promise we won't do that. He said Chris says Hoko's gonna end up 9-1. So you're saying that Hoko is going to beat Lee? Is that what you're saying, Chris? And we're gonna ask your question in just a minute, Mr. Westbrook, after we get out of 6A. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, 6A. Same top three. Grayson, Buford, Carrollton, same order. AJC wraps up their top 10 starting at number 4 with Lowndes, McKeeshan, Douglas County, North Gwinnett, Colquitt County, Valdosta, Hillgrove. Whereas we wrap up our top 10 starting at number 4 with McKeeshan, Douglas County, North Gwinnett, Colquitt, Lowndes, Valdosta, and Hillgrove.
Oh, I love how you said Lowndes. Say it again.
Nope. you got it out of me twice. You ain't gonna get it a third time.
Good job. You did a good job. That's all I'm saying. So Jimmy Westbrooks has a question, guys. He said, who has the best team in Georgia? I'll throw some names out there. Grayson, Buford, TCC, Creekside, Carrollton, etc.
Yes. You basically got them all.
But the best team in the state but for me, it's between 3. And I think that's Hughes, Grayson, and Creekside. I think Buford and Thomas County Central are a second tier right underneath those 3. But I think those 3 teams are possibly the best three teams in Georgia.
I don't know. If going off of your list, I'll flip flop Buford and Creekside.
Shit.
We're gonna answer that in a minute, though. Jimmy says, do y'all think that McEachern put their name in the hat with that win over Hillgrove?
No. No. They did what they were supposed to do.
No.
I mean, that Hillgrove game wasn't that special. That wasn't a special victory for them.
So my question, Zoe would like to know, how far do you think Chris will go in the playoffs?
Depends on the brackets. Chris County is one of those dangerous teams. Going in as a third seed, though, will get them on the road. No, they could possibly be the 2 seed, though.
Mm-hmm.
If they go in as the 2 seed, you probably talking quarters. If they go in third seed, you're looking at a second round.
So is Wednesday when we're gonna start like playing with the brackets, or is it next week?
I mean, we were gonna play with them on Wednesday. I think we got caught up today from Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we should have some time on Wednesday to play with them.
Let's get together. We'll play with them. We'll get them together and start playing with them on Wednesday.
I'm playing with them. Okay.
You're so nasty. let me get back into my supplies.
Okay, no. We're finna get off in a minute anyway. Tick says, I agree, yo. Hughes, Grayson, and Creekside. Chris says, yes, Hoko will beat Lee. He said Hoko has the offense to do it. If they don't let Lee get into their second half team identity that they have shown me, in my opinion, doesn't show up like they have all year. I'm trying to think. How did Lee County? It's just gonna be a tough environment to win in Leesburg. I've seen Lee County I'm trying to remember. They did play better in the second half. Lee County did, but they didn't play bad in the first half, did they, yo? I'm
No,
trying to. Yeah.
no. They played Thomas County Central. I think the best Thomas County Central don't been played all year. And you was expecting that. You expected Lee to be their toughest competition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lee Hoko don't beat Lee. I'm sorry. I'll be the first one again to barbecue, deep fry, and do everything I want with some crow. Your Hoko beat Lee.
They're playing at Hoko. They're not playing in Leesburg.
I don't care. They were playing on the moon. They don't beat Lee.
No, I was saying that for my edification. I thought they were going on the road.
See, you were saying that for your what?
My edification.
You know what I'm talking about? That's one I'm gonna write down.
For my
I only,
satisfaction.
I only, know- I only, I can't even spell that one out. You know how
I
your
was
mama
saying
tell you
that for
sound it
my
out, spell
I
it
was
out?
saying that for my benefit. My apologies. I was saying that for my benefit.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Tick says Chris will go as far as 12 takes them. Jimmy Westbrook says Chris will go to 3 rounds. And Larry Lee, welcome to the podcast. He says Chris will be 11, 12, or 13. They can't finish less than second in the region. It could be a 3-way tie. Yeah, he crazy, Chris. Yeah, he did say the moon. He a little throwed off. I keep trying to tell y'all that. He's throwed off.
Lie though. I might be throwed off, but one thing I don't do is lie.
Yes, Doug. You do. But okay.
Mm.
Let's see. So if we play with the brackets on Wednesday, I don't think we get through all 7 though. So we're gonna start from the bottom to the top, or the top to the bottom.
Yeah, we'll start from the.
Like being on the bottom, don't you?
Most of the time.
Now, we might be able to get through all 6, depending on how the show goes.
It's 7.
Yeah, all 7. I'm sorry.
Larry says, from what I understand, Hoko finally has a defense to match their offense. The Lee game will hinge on what Lee does at the quarterback position, in my humble opinion. That quarterback showed me something. And that was the tight end, was he number 10? Yo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed me something. When they played TCC. So if they show up, it'll be a long night. And like I said, Hoko is not a bad team. I've seen Hoko. I'm not saying Hoko is terrible, because they're not. I just, based on what I've seen.
People speak on Hoko's defense, and I think it's better than what it's been. But for the notch that their defense took up, a couple of steps up on their defense, their offense took a couple of steps back. You don't have Bull Mitchell. You don't have Peyton Joseph. You don't have AJ Hill. You lost a whole lot.
Yeah. But we'll see. Let's see. Darius says, I think New Manchester is fool's gold, unfortunately. They can prove themselves against Rome Friday. Jimmy says he's going to play with his brackets tonight. So
this just don't sound right, man. This ain't resonating good in my head right now.
What's not resonating good in your head?
We playing with too much.
Yeah, no, right. A lot of folks want to play with.
These folks start talking about blue chews, and here y'all talking about, y'all get your minds out the gutter. And Oscar, I thought you clearly are an 85%er. You don't listen to the 85 South show, because if you did, you know what Blue Chew was. BlueChew.com. Go get you some. That's the only reason I know what they are. I've never.
Not the only reason, but if that's what you want to live with, then.
It's the only reason I know what Blue Chew is. I've never experienced Blue Chew. Okay. Okay. So yes, Tick. He said it's true that number 12 isn't the only thing you have, but he is the best you got. The tight end is number 0. Okay, so it wasn't number 10, is number 0. His name is Carter Blackwell. I was very impressed with him. I really was.
That cheap shot he took on Christian Givens from Carver. and knocked him flat on his butt. Let you know that kid is tough.
Yeah, he is.
Because Tristan is a man.
Yep. What's going on, Nick? Good to see you. We've been missing you. We ain't seen you in a while. Yeah, we're prognosticating the brackets. It gives us something to do. It's rivalry week. So who y'all playing Vidalia? Pause. What's going on, Tay Green? How you doing, friend? Oscar Miles says, just how you bring the Bluetooth. I don't know. I told you how I know what Bluetooth is. I don't know.
That's crazy, man.
He is. I was saying, do you watch the 85 South show? You can't. Because that's how I know what it is. That's all I'm saying. Oh, West Tunes. Oh, yeah, Vidalia.
They don't even want to mention the name, man.
Y'all really don't like each other. What's going on, Deshaun? Welcome to the podcast. He said that was the other tight end, number 9, that hit Givens. Yo.
Oh, well, he's the man then. No, it's Zero. I don't know which one hit him, but I know that Zero is a man. That's a big kid.
Mm-hmm. He said, but number 9 is the one that hit Givens, though. He said, Darius says New Manchester only played one team with a winning record, East Paulding, 5-3, and they won 23-22. All the athletes in Douglas County go to Douglas County or Carrollton. Okay.
Well, we gonna see when they play wrong if they deserve to be.
And if not, we're going to expeditiously escort them out. I want them to do well. I went to school with their principal, so I want them to do well. And he's a great guy. He won Teacher of the Year for the state of Georgia in 2017. So they have an excellent president. Shout out to Casey Bethel, principal. Shout out to Casey Bethel, principal of New Manchester High School. So I really want them to do well. But we shall see on Friday. And if they lose on Friday, come Sunday, they are out of here. Deshaun says, you say it's rivalry week. Well, it's cupcake week for us the next 7 games. Okay.
My Lord.
All right, don't get caught up. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you if this moves the needle for you, panel.
What you got?
Let me see if this game moves the needle for you. Sumter County versus Columbus High.
No.
Not at all.
No. Not at all. Let's move on.
Columbus has a winning season this year.
What's their record?
I think they only lost to Carver, right?
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Who are their opponents? Who have they beat?
They playing the same region with Carver. That's why they're playing Sumter Friday. It's a region game.
I understand, but give me a non-region opponent. What would that non-region schedule like?
I have to look it up.
You still ain't got nothing to look at.
Well, that's not a marquee matchup. I'm sorry. It's not.
No marquee matchups.
Sumter gonna beat them.
Okay. I'm gonna look them up in a minute. I'm looking them up now.
And maybe I'm just saying what I'm saying based on history.
Maybe you're saying it because you know what you're talking about.
You know what you're talking about.
Who boosting that game up? Who?
Well, I just saw somebody mentioned it. There was a Columbus High fan in the group, and he mentioned that they were going get. They are 7-1. So, okay.
Even Brookstone and Patel could beat them again.
So, are you ready for their schedule, Dro?
Yeah. What's that noise in the background?
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Let me hear it.
I'm scared to read this because you're fixing to really go off. Okay, so you ready? Okay. Yeah. Miller County, Randolph Clay, Lord. Jordan, Carver.
Stop right. Just stop out there. Don't read no more.
Shaw, Greenville, Hardaway, and Kendrick. And let's see, they play Spencer on the 24th, and they play Sumter County on Thursday, October the 30th.
That's crazy. But I understand. I get it. But no. No.
I just thought it interesting because somebody did get in the group and they said that that was going to be a good game. So I just wanted to ask. And listen, and I know it's I read their schedule, but if Columbus High don't win games, and the fact that they're over 500, is Paris on here.
Listen, I'm pretty sure they got some notable athletes on that team. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they don't have quality athletes on that team. I'm just simply saying, if somebody come to me and say, "Hey, man, it's a big game going down this week." Yeah, who is it? Salter playing Columbus. What? I ain't jumping there. I ain't trying to go see that.
Let's see.
Salter and Carver Columbus. That was a notable game.
They got beat to sleep. Yeah. They played them and got beat to sleep. They were undefeated, and then they proceeded. They were so excited, and then they proceeded to play Carver on the 19th and got beat to sleep 63-7.
Wait, Jess, let me make sure I say this so they won't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying Columbus don't have quality talent on their team. I'm not saying that at all. The question that was asked was, does the game move the needle?
Yes, and it doesn't.
It does not move the needle. Let's say you the panel. Does the game move the needle?
No, it doesn't.
The game does not move the needle at all.
I just thought I'd ask. Jimmy Westbrook says, shout out to Tristan Givens. He got his invitation to the Navy All-American Games. Congratulations, baby. Do well, okay? Do well if you're listening. Oscar says that was number 9 that hit him. 0 played. Oscar, just stop. 0 played like a black boy. He said he played like he from the hood and played on cement. He is the truth. Yes, he's very good. Deshaun says don't sleep on the Columbus running back and quarterback. Nick Fletcher says, where did that go? I missed it.
Are we sleeping on their athlete?
No. They lost 63-7 when they did play a quality opponent. They ain't played but one quality opponent and got beat to sleep. Nick says they haven't beat anyone. We haven't beat anyone, they say too. Just give Worth the trophy.
And Jess, who was the quality opponent?
Carver Columbus.
Okay, so why is somebody saying they hung in there with Carver Columbus? That doesn't sound like
he said to the second quarter.
To the second quarter. Come on, man. Anybody can get.
These people serious. Well, look, they got.
Oh man, Sub saying that because Sub the Columbus Carver guy. Sub saying that as a joke. Because ain't no way you gonna say hanging in there with you all to the second quarter was hanging in there.
That quarterback from New York, they have is the real deal. They play both ways like Sumter. Good night, Miss Heather. She said TCC is ready for those little cubs to come to the Jackets Nest Friday night. Together we swing.
Salt of the earth talking a little trash. All right.
Good night. And I need you and nephew to like put your heads together and come up. I need y'all 10-0 this week. Right. I need to see you in the green.
She's so sweet.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, and Dro, in person, she's even sweeter. Oh,
I bet she is. That's why I call her salt of the earth.
Yeah, I almost got diabetes. She's so sweet.
All right.
Jimmy says Columbus got Weapon X, number 10. It should be interesting for our region. Maybe they finished.
Weapon X. Who?
Columbus. They have Weapon X, number 10.
Why are they still talking about Columbus?
I'm late with the comments, I think. That's what it is. I think that's the last one. Evan Reese says, hot take. Coffee could beat some of these 5A teams that are previously undefeated. For example, New Manchester, Northgate, Noonan, Lovejoy. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Coffee could beat some of them?
Nah,
Not this year.
not this year. Coffee just ain't that, man.
They probably will be next year. They're very young, I think. So you have to watch out for Coffee in the next couple of years. But this year, they could possibly be competitive with some of them, but I don't think they win. Let's see. Morris Shield says, "How about Lithonia beating St. Pius Xbox for the first time and MLK on a rebound season?"
Well, my brother have been saying that. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they let me down. They let me down.
He said Lithonia was gonna have something to say, just like Drake.
But they let me down against Southwest Cat. Them raggedy. Yeah. Them raggedy joke. But
Evan said, "I wouldn't be surprised if Coffee were to beat Sprayberry or Sequoia." T says, "What does it do for Columbus if they win against Sumter? No, they get the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
If they beat if Columbus beats Sumter, they get the number 2 seed in their region, which would be absolutely crazy to me."
Which also would be a dream that everybody gonna have to wake up to.
Because it's not gonna happen, but still. I don't think they get beat quite as bad as 63-7, but I doubt that they would be competitive.
They gonna get beat 53-7 then.
Okay. Darius says Columbus, no, Coffee will be a 4th seed. They won't have the chance. So basically what you're saying, Darius, is they will be put out in the first round.
More than likely.
If you're a 4th seed and you playing the number 1 seed in 5A, so you talking about Hughes, you talking about Thomas County Central, you talking about who else you talking about?
Possibly Gainesville or Roswell or Milton.
Yeah.
You talking about Rome or New Manchester. You talking about your either Sprayberry or Sequoia. You know, I just don't see Coffee being able to do anything with those teams this year.
Yeah, they're probably a first round exit, but they'll make the playoffs. So now next year, Coffee, you gonna have to, because right now I think they're number like 39 or 40 in the power rankings. If they did the power rankings, they would not make the playoffs. So hopefully next year, y'all will do well enough to get in, or maybe y'all will turn it around. Deshaun says Columbus will be the 2 seed in our region if they beat Sumter. Welcome to the podcast, Cecil. He said also Spencer has to beat Columbus also. I don't know that. I don't know who's gonna win that one.
That's nice. I appreciate the energy and enthusiasm. Columbus needs some folk to cheer him on. That's nice. That's real nice.
I was waiting on Dro to go off like he did when Brandon Slack was talking about that scrimmage game. My Lord.
I remember that.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of that, they were appling in Irwin County too.
Yeah,
I wasn't finished there.
It was legit, like
it was Irwin.
Season game or
it was Irwin. Apple playing Irwin.
Yeah.
They kind of found out it was a scrimmage game.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is, if it would have been a regular season game or something, that would have hold some weight.
Yeah, exactly.
But this man was talking about they scrimmage each other on. They're like, what?
How do we catch him? How did we get him to say it was a scrimmage game?
So we were talking about they playing. You know, they in 2 different classifications. You know, if there's a non-region game, you know, this right here, and then he said it's a scrimmage game, his first game. Because we thought Appleton played such and such of the first week, and then he was like, it's gonna be a scrimmage game, and you just let him have it.
Ooh, I was surprised.
Hey, Coach Slack ain't been on but a couple of times they did too.
And you know what's funny? At the time, I don't think it just fully resonated with me that he was a coach on the team. You know, I'm just like, okay, this Slack, cause that's what I call him. It's Slack. It didn't register with me that he, was one of their coaches. I'm sorry about that, Slack. My bad.
He says, Nick said winning practice matters, I guess. Vincent Curse, welcome to the podcast. He says these
You
Carver
still talking
Columbus.
about practice?
Yep, AI. He said these Carver Columbus fans are rooting for Columbus to beat Sumter. It ain't gonna happen. Nick said you should have seen the post Meta made after our scrimmage this year. Thought they won the Super Bowl. And did. I mean, you have to understand, Meta always has high hopes like that ant in the rubber tree plant. They always have high hopes. Then they end
And
up.
a rubber tree plant.
You ain't never heard that song? He's got
But hey, put that in your book. We're gonna put that one in the log too.
We gotta look that one up when we get out, bro.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Stop, Oscar. Stop. They having a whole conversation about Chris and something. But anyway, yeah, Spencer has to beat Columbus. I don't think Spencer beats Columbus, but I don't know. It's gonna be a cold this weekend, about 40 degrees. Dress accordingly. Yep. Well, I not in Cairo. I already looked. I think it's gonna get to. I'm looking at it right now. 9 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. Oh, okay. So at 7 o'clock on Friday in Cairo, Georgia, it will be clear, 69 degrees, 64 by 8, 60 at 9, and then 10 o'clock 58. But I'll plan to be in my car and on my way back up the road by that time.
It don't matter. I'm a thin fella, so I'm still finna be bonded up like I'm in the North Pole somewhere.
Yeah, I got my sweatshirt, my hoodie. So yeah, y'all dress accordingly. And then I got to see what the weather is in Birmingham, just in case I go over there this weekend. But so guys, again, we apologize for Friday night, but we thank y'all for coming here on today. Make sure that y'all come back Wednesday. The Wizard will have his predictions, and then we will start prognosticating. Or they will, all of us, because it's gonna be a group effort. We're gonna involve everybody. And y'all make your predictions or whatever. Who's gonna do what in the bracket. So we might not do a whole lot of talking on Wednesday. We'll probably let the Wizard do his thing, and then we'll get straight into the brackets because we got 7 of them to do. So with that being said, anybody else got anything to say?
Yeah, now Wizard, if you're listening, don't come over here Wednesday with that foolishness now. Just act accordingly. You know, we got to be on our best behavior. But anyway, I thank everybody for listening tonight. Really appreciate it.
For sure.
For sure. Appreciate y'all tuning in and allowing us to entertain you tonight. Hopefully you tune in and allow us to entertain you on Wednesday.
Nick said, if y'all don't have a show this Friday, I'm going live and doing my own show. Okay. Okay.
I don't think we're gonna have that problem this weekend. This Friday.
Now, what you will have is, we'll be on the back road. So Mike and Shakira will probably have to, and Dro or whoever. I don't know if you come to Cairo or not, but we'll be coming back from Cairo. So we're gonna be in
That's
the country.
Long drive, y'all.
It's very long. I went, I had to drive that way when I went to Tallahassee a couple of years ago. So yeah, it's not pleasant. The roads are a little bit better than going the way we came through. I don't like going through Sylvester to go to Thomasville. Like, I'd rather go through Albany. The roads are better. So that's the way we're going to Cairo. And so we might be in and out, but we'll be there. The Wizard got some fish scale for him. Nick got some fish scale for the Wizard. I don't know what that means, but okay.
That's some old Nick in the witchcraft, huh? So that sound like
keep me away from all that.
This show is taking a left turn, witchcraft, fish scale, all that kind of stuff. It's time to get out of here.
He said, "Do you need an excuse for work this Friday, Thursday?"
Columbus
Nope.
Devils. Whatever. What's their nickname? The Columbus what?
Blue Devils,
Blue
I think.
Devils.
Yeah, I know it's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed.
Now I don't
Well,
need no excuse for work, but I'll take one anyway.
Well,
well, guys.
y'all do play Riverdale, so y'all should get that victory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should. You
Well, did
should.
y'all have
Keyword
a
it.
game this past Friday?
Nah, we was off.
Oh, okay.
But we did lose to the bye week though.
Yeah, they'll beat Riverdale, and then Luella beat them, and that'll kick them out the playoff.
So are y'all still in the playoff hunt? I'm just asking. I ain't making.
They gotta win their last 2 games.
Yeah, we gotta win out.
So who would be eliminated if they win the last 2?
Luella.
Oh, okay.
You see how I'm answering you quick, Joe? I've been on it. I've been paying attention.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
waiting. I'm waiting for the day they don't make the playoff.
I think y'all can beat Luella Thursday. I think y'all make the playoffs.
Okay, hold on. Before we go, because I know it's late, y'all. We thank y'all for listening to us, and I'm gonna just ask my brother. Thirst, do
Yeah.
you think y'all beat Luella and make the playoff this year?
Yep.
Shaking hands and kissing babies.
I got faith in my boys.
I got faith in them too.
Now remove your fandomship and answer that question as a football guru.
I'm pretty sure we'll ask this question
Nope,
again.
nope. You ain't gonna get me to do that on L. I answer that backstage.
Listen. Cedar Grove got a special place in my heart. I think y'all can pull it out.
Yeah, we gotta take your card. What's wrong with you? You listen.
She being petty. She being petty, Betty.
I got one more question. I promise it ain't gonna go left. Just listen. And we can revisit it in a couple of weeks. But I really do want to know how the Cedar Grove faithful will feel if they miss the playoff this year. We don't have to answer that question tonight. We can answer it in a couple of weeks if they miss the playoff. But yes, we're gonna have to take your card, Jess. You have a soft spots for Saints and Eagles and all that kind of stuff. Panthers and things. What's going on?
Damn.
I'm in my soft girl era, I'm just trying to be
Bluetooth.
Draw. Fall is in the air and blue chews are falling.
Oh, that's what it is.
No,
my Lord.
No, y'all are not gonna put that on me. I have not had any.
And it's just amazing.
I've not had any experience with any blue chews. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on who you ask.
I never would have thought I would hear a peach kind of alarm just go off like this.
I'm in my soft girl era. I'm trying to be nice.
Okay.
And I'm trying to be, and I have split personality, so weird.
That's a dang show.
Because of everybody else.
Why y'all just can't? Man, y'all leave Jess alone. Let Jess be Jess for the night,
man,
and let us embrace this and enjoy this Jess.
Jess when she start having soft spots for Cedar Grove and Northside and stuff like that. That ain't what Jess do.
And trust me, Oscar, if I were to experience blue chew, it wouldn't be because I bought them. Believe that.
What that Porky Pig be saying?
That's all.
That's all, folks.
That's it.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. Thank y'all for listening.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Like peas, I'm just waiting.
It's the good
Push
night.
the button.
It's the good night for me.